D, wait for it, Michael.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So I just watched the latest episode of Stargirl, episode 11. I don't remember what it's called. And we had Icicle come back, the first one, which was fine. But I knew that Ultra Humanite was not going to be the main villain because, he's an all CGI character, and they don't have the budget to do an all CGI character all day, all the time. That's just not how it works. I wish. It's fine. I wish it was a new villain. But what are you going to do? And this episode really wasn't like action packed. It wasn't even action packed at all. But which also was fine. But I just wish it was like we only have 2 more episodes left. Next week won't be an episode because it's Thanksgiving. So they're not going to do an episode. It won't come back until the 30th. I think that's the weekend afterwards. So it's going to take a week off because of the American holiday of Thanksgiving. But this show, I like this show. I really do. I know I have a friend that thinks this show is so dumb, but I tell her I like it because it's wholesome, and I say this like all the time, but it's wholesome and it doesn't push an agenda. They're just trying to write a good show with good characters, and I think that they're doing a good job personally. Is it Oscar worthy? No, but I don't need Oscar worthy every single time. Sometimes I just want to watch a good show / movie or whatever. Apologies. I'm still a little under the weather and I need to stay lubricated. That's what she said. Anyways, but let's get to this breakdown. I usually give better thoughts on what I think of the episode when I do a breakdown. Okay. But before I get started on this breakdown, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we just keep getting pushed to the back of the line, you guys. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. All right, now that I got that out of the way, let's get started on this breakdown. So it starts off from 1 year ago. And we go back to season 1 where she's fighting Icicle on the top of that roof, down in downtown Blue Valley. And, she gets saved, and then Mike he's all like, and then Mike smashes him, with the truck, and he's just pieces, and then right after that, he melts, and then he comes back, and his body gets, goes to the sewer, and then it goes back to that, then the beginning of it. So we get the haunting. So we're in today, and here's Blue Valley. The gym is closed because Sportsmaster is goner, which is a bummer. I wonder who's gonna run this gym. These gym bros, they don't have a place to go, which is a bummer. Start your own home gym. Although I feel like it's harder. So, but downstairs, he's trying to recuperate, if that's not how you say it, and he's growing his fingers back or whatever, and he's good to go. And he's back, and he's all like, I don't know. There's that mask. There's the Taskmaster's mask. After he froze him to death. And then he turned him into ash. Crazy. So back at her house, they are talking about how they need to bring everybody together to defeat them. And he says this funny joke. He says he's like, it's on like Donkey Kong. And then he's like, yeah, next level, do, and makes everybody laugh. And he's like, you don't have to follow up everything with a funny joke or whatnot. Oh, he doesn't say that yet. But she's sorry. Okay, I'll say that again. I'll tell you that is in just a second. This is where it's on like Donkey Kong. But here they are talking about how they need to bring everybody together. They need to bring, the Kens together, and they need to bring, Cindy in. And they're all like, Cindy's made it positive that she does not want to work with a team. And she's like, we need everybody here to bring down this Ultra Humanite, which they've not set up anything. I'm kind of bummed about that, but whatever. What are you going to do? And this is where he makes his Donkey Kong joke. And then he's like, you don't always have to follow it up with witty banter. And he's like, yeah, but that's what they do, all this fun stuff. And he's like, do you have to get the last word? And they're like, can you guys calm it down? And so Artemis shows up. She's like, have you seen my parents? So then he goes back to his house and he's all like, ugh, I'm in pain and everything. It's probably because, you got turned into, a slushy and then you got brought back, put back together, like friggin' Humpty Dumpty and everything, but like made of ice instead of an egg. So he goes back and he's like, hey, mom. And she's like, my son is back. Oh, I'm so happy. And he's like, hey, dad. And he's like, oh, and he's like, dad. He's like, hey, Connor. He's like, how are you alive? And then he's like, I brought one of these back from every trip I did as a trophy. And he's all like, how are you back? And he's all like, he goes, I don't know, but my consciousness wasn't there. But then as soon as I came back, I started to remember stuff. My consciousness started to return to me. And he's like, she told me that you killed people. And he's like, I did, but I was doing it because I thought I was doing good for the world, And then he's all like, he's like, Cindy said she killed you, and he's like, no, she didn't kill me. Oh, not Cindy. Stargirl said she killed you, and he's like, no, her brother did. And he's like, why would she lie about that? And he's like, she was trying to protect him, kind of thing. And he's like, but I've forgiven them. I've forgiven him as we need to do. And he's like, and he's like, it's okay, I'm fine. He's like, I'm stronger than ever. And I'm all like, I don't know if you're really stronger. I saw your weird little like cripple hands or fingers earlier. So I don't really know if you're stronger, but whatever. It's fine. I can't remember what he says here. I think this is where the excuse me, the forgiveness thing comes in. So then they find the hideout. And they go in there and, they can't wait for the boys because, girl power. I do like this jacket that Beth is wearing. They go in here and they find these ashes and these are human remains. And she's like, no. And then back at the house, they start telling everybody what happened, that they found them. She gets the look on her face because that was her friend. And then this one comes up with a bunch of bad acting. This actress right here saw like, he's back. He's back. And I'm all like, what I did right there was better than what she did. It was ridiculous. And he turns around there. He's like, and then he's like, hi, Stargirl's mom. And everybody starts clapping. And I'm all like, this part was ridiculous, but whatever. She's like, I saw you. She's like, I saw you die, kind of thing. And then he's all like, I didn't. Sorry about that. I don't remember what they talk about here. But yeah, I don't remember what they talk about here, you guys, but we're going to skip past it because I don't remember. Apologies. Oh, so Starman, he didn't go. She, what's her face, didn't bring the staff with her because Starman has it, and he goes back to the what was it? I don't remember the name of the farm, but he goes into this barn where they saw Ultra Humanite, and she's talking to him, and I can't remember everything that she says, but she's like, "Hey, Icicle's back," and he's like, "What?" And she's like, Starman, and he's like, and he burns down this barn, and I'm all like, yo, dude, you need to get your shit together, like, yeah, don't look at them, don't look at me, you need to stop this nonsense out, Starman, all right? Because if you don't, you're gonna die again, and nothing that staff does is gonna bring you back, so pull it together, fucker. That's what I'd say to him. But anyways, okay. So then he's sitting here. He's like, you got to let me go after him. He killed me. He killed my friends, yada, yada, yada. He's like, I'm going after him. And he's like, you need to ask, Whitney about the staff. So he comes by and he's all like, and she's all like, we can start over, or one of them, is it? Yeah, she's like, we can start over. We can be together. And he's like, we cannot be together. We cannot start over. You lied. You didn't tell me what went down, yada, 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 all this stuff. And they almost kiss, which I'm kind of like, I don't know. I like their little almost like, will they, won't they, kind of like meet cute and everything. But it's not going to happen now. So then he's like, I figured out what I'm gonna wish for. I'm gonna wish for Icicle to not have his powers. And he's all like, yeah, we'll do that, and everything. And then he's all like, okay, and then he's like, I wish that Icicle, and he makes a good thing, and then Thunderbolt's like, I can't do that because if I take away his powers, he'll die, and I will be killing him, and that's one of my rules. I can't kill people. And he's all like, but if you don't, he'll kill a whole bunch more people. And he's like, I'm sorry, that's just the rule. And Cindy comes in, she's like, hey, you boys need help. They're like, yeah. And then she sits on the bed and he's all like, she's sitting on my bed. And he's like, yeah, good one. I'm all like, all right, I've had enough of this nonsense right here. So then she goes to talk to him, and he's like, thank you for bringing my son back or whatnot. And he's like, I'm a changed man, yada, yada, yada. I can't remember exactly what he says, but I'm like, don't believe him. He's a liar. So then back here, he goes out. She's crying because she lost her parents. And this part was very good. This actress is good. I hope to see her in more stuff, even if it's just like TV shows or whatever. But it was good. She does a good job with this emotional part. Like she just breaks down. She throws this at the wall, and then she breaks down and just starts crying. And then Mama Stargirl comes in. She's like, you can't be by yourself. You need to come to our house. And I'm all like, man, you're racking up kids in this house. Okay. And then she calls her mom and she's all like, I lied to you because to protect you. And she's like, what are you talking about? And she's like, I love you, Mom. And then she hangs up the phone. And I thought these were very good emotional moments. I enjoyed them. I mean, not like enjoyed them, but I thought that the actresses, also same with this one. I hope everybody gets more work from this show. I mean, I enjoy all these kid actors. Their characters are annoying sometimes, but the actors, they do a good job. So then he's all like, Whitney should be home any minute. And he's like, she has to agree to it. She has to. And then she pops up and she's like, what do I have to agree with? And he's like, I want you to give me the staff so I can go after Icicle. He killed me. He killed my friends. I want revenge. She doesn't say that, but he wants revenge. And she's mulling it over. Me personally, I probably would have just given the staff and be like, go do what you got to do, dude. Take this motherfucker out. Listen, because, you kill me and my friends and I come back to life. Oh, you better be believing I'm bringing my staff. You know what I'm saying? So Connor's looking for his dad. And his dad is out in the woods. And he's going through the woods and everything. And you hear some noises. And then the bush is clear. And here comes Ultra Humanite. And he's all like, and he gets all close. And he's like, it's time. And I'm gonna hold on. I want to go back to Ultra Humanite because he looks cool and everything. And then he's like, it's time. And then that's where the episode ends. And like I said before, this was a good episode. I'm not quite sure if Icicle was the best villain to bring back, but I do like Ultra Humanite. Again, I don't know. I feel like they shouldn't do these CGI heavy characters. They shouldn't do it. Because when they do that, they can't have them in it for very long. They can't have them in every single episode. And I think they should have done practical application and then green screen because I'm pretty sure they would have to still do some stuff, but I feel like it'd be more cost effective. But what do I know? Maybe that's too old school, but I personally think they should have done it that way. But yeah, I like this episode. I really do. I think they're doing good with character development, not so much with the other members of the team. I mean, they're doing a good job with Yolanda, but in terms of Beth and our man, what's his name? Shoot, I always forget. I keep wanting to call him Henry, but that's not his name, right? But I think that those two characters kind of went by the wayside just a little bit too much, in my opinion. And they brought on Starman, who's got a good story arc here. They're just not touching on it enough, in my opinion. But still, overall, the show is still in my humble opinion. I still think the show is good. I still like it. I think that it's still entertaining. I'm enjoying it. I wish it was getting a season 4 or at least a TV movie, like 2 episodes worth of a budget to wrap it up, because I don't know. I just like seeing these characters. And like I said before, and I've said, many a times, I just think it's a wholesome show and without an agenda. And it's just really a good program. And I think that, we're missing out on some of that, especially with superhero stuff. All right, you guys. So those are my thoughts on this. Tell me, what did you guys think about this episode? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Who's your favorite character on the JSA? Do you like Ultra Humanite being brought in here for like a hot minute? How do you feel about Icicle coming back? Tell me what you guys think about all this. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next Stargirl breakdown and review. You guys have a good 2 weeks. Bye.